Hey, 10th generation iPad is about to be released in just a couple of weeks, therefore it may be the best chance to make a little retrospective of all budget iPads that we've seen until now, with focus on biggest changes and features in its evolution from the very first model to the upcoming 10th gen variant. This may help us assume what to expect too. Hi friends and welcome to Digital Marketing channel. My name is Marko and this is your dose of Apple news, leaked information, tech rumors and reviews. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment below, hit the like button and don't forget to enable all notifications so you don't miss the next video. This one is powered by Quadence, so let me quickly introduce you to their K01 stylus. And then, let's move on. Quadence Stylus Pen K01 is highly capable and yet super affordable Apple Pencil alternative that's compatible to all the iPads from 2018 and above. The unboxing was straightforward with instructions, 1-year warranty, charging cable, 3 reserve replaceable nibs which you cannot swap with the ones from Apple. Finally, there is the stylus itself. While lengthwise looks around 1 cm shorter than Apple Pencil, its construction quality seems on par. Stylus charges itself with unique magnetic charging connector, even if there is a magnet on its flat side so you can snap it on your iPad if it has flat edges. It takes only 1 hour to get a full charge and afterwards you can use it up to 10 hours. You can turn it on and off with a single press on the top. The blue indicator shines while in use but changes to red while charging. Hitting it's easy, just turn it on and start using it. Although make sure that other stylus or Apple Pencil is not connected. Quadence Stylus K01 has excellent palm rejection and tilt functionality which makes it great for drawing. For more info, check the link in the description and in a pinned comment. Back in January 2010, Steve Jobs stamped another chapter in computing revolution while featuring all new category. As he stated, device that sits between the phone and laptop, yet better than both. Browsing email, watching photos and videos, listening to music and reading ebooks was the initial goal of this product. At the core of the original iPad was Apple's A45nm chipset with 1 GHz ARM Cortex A8 and PowerVR SGX 535 GPU, accompanied by 256 gigs of memory. It had simple 768 with 1024 pixels display resolution and only 132 pixels per inch on 9.7-inch diagonal. Screen size that will become at one point standard for many future iPads until recently. The first iPad arrived with 30-pin dock connector, 3.5-inch headphone jack, and it didn't have cameras. It was offered with 16, 32 and 64 gigs of storage and the starting price was $499 for base Wi-Fi version. Just a year after, in March 2011, Cupertino Giant introduced its much thinner successor, featuring both front-facing and back camera, bigger battery in 2 colors, black and white. It was powered by dual-core A5, still 45nm chip along with 512 MB of system memory. 9.7-inch display was identical to the original, yet in a bit smaller casing. Storage options were also similar to those of its predecessor, including the starting price. Third generation has landed in March 2012 with Apple's A5X chipset, along with PowerVR quad-core GPU and 1 GB of memory. Main camera received a bump from 0.7 megapixel of the 2nd gen to 5 megapixel in autofocus. The biggest surprise, however, was the arrival of 9.7-inch retina and jumped to screen resolution of 1536 with 2048 pixels and twice more pixels per inch. 16, 32 and 64 gigs storage configurations still remain standard and initial price didn't change either. It didn't take a long time for Apple to replace 3rd generation with its 4th iteration, this time 4G capable, already in October same year. This was the last iPad with 32-bit processor. 86X was made in 32nm process with up to 1.4 GHz frequency. This iPad featured 1.2 megapixel selfie camera with face detection. Besides adding new 128 gigs of storage, Apple also replaced old connector with a lightning port. The base price remained $499 for 16 gigs of storage. Wi-Fi only model. There were no display changes in that moment. It took Apple 5 5 years to relaunch entry-level iPad. So in March 2017, 5th generation was released. With smaller casing, it still managed to fit 9.7-inch screen diagonal. 8-megapixel rear camera with video stabilization and HDR support replaced the one of its predecessor. 1.8 GHz dual-core 64-bit processor was the essence of Apple's 14nm A9 architecture, which was already bumped with 6-core graphics. The iPad 5 also got twice more RAM than 4th generation. This was the first iPad available in gold color too. 16 and 64 gig storage configurations have been removed, while starting price of 32 gigs Wi-Fi model was only $329, which skyrocketed iPad sales. In 2018, Generation 6 arrived with powerful 16nm A10 Fusion quad-core CPU capable of hitting 2.34 GHz speed, and its 6-core GPU was the next step in performance. However, the most surprising change with this budget model was support for Apple Pencil 1st generation. Screen and cameras remain more or less the same, as well as other internals, including 2 gigs of system memory and the base price. 7th generation has been showcased 1 year later in September, with the new display size lifted from 9.7-inch diagonal to 10.2, with increased resolution to 1620 with 2160 pixels, while retaining 264 ppi screen density. This model had same chipset as its predecessor, but added 1 more gigabyte of memory, 3 gigs in total. Everything else more or less was the same, price included. On September 2020, iPad 8 have featured considerable specs bump with Apple's unique 7nm A12 Bionic chip, a 6-core CPU with maximum frequency up to 2.5 GHz, and Apple's all-new 4-core graphics. The current 9th generation iPad has been unveiled on September 14, 2021, but only in 2 colors, space gray and silver. Apple used this opportunity to present 2 new storage configuration options, 64 gigs and 256. This version came with the next-gen A13 Bionic hexa-core CPU with up to 2.65 GHz clock speed, 4 GPU cores, and once again 3 gigs of memory. Contrary to initial rumors, 2021 model kept 10.2-inch display diagonal without lamination. Probably the biggest surprise was inclusion of the new center stage ready 12-megapixel ultra-wide front-facing camera. On everyone's joy, its base price didn't move up from $329. Yet, to be realistic, it kept the same rear camera, original Apple Pencil support, and already many years old Bluetooth 4.2 version. Finally, in this October, we are anticipating more advancements in iPad evolution, while some prefer to remain hesitant, hoping to see at least laminated display with size increase to 10.5-inch within familiar form factor of the iPad Air 3. Others, including leaked renders, promise more daring approach by designers from Cupertino. The one with sharp edges, inclusion of USB-C instead of Lightning, possible step up in support for Apple Pencil 2nd generation, and improved connectivity options with 5G and Bluetooth 5. 2022 entry-level iPad should arrive with a 14 Bionic chip and 4 gigs of RAM. Some are willing to go even further, beyond with something newer as a 15. Rear camera could also receive long-awaited upgrade this year too, but we should not expect different storage variants. If we talk about price, it may remain the same if there is no huge design changes, but if something new takes over the spot of the budget iPad, I'm afraid it may increase. But let's see. And that would be all. I hope you had fun watching this. If you did, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching Digital Marketing channel. My name is Marco. Talk to you soon. Have an excellent day. Bye.